Hey there. So I was going to keep this melody secret for my students in the focus group, which you can join by clicking the link in the description below, the link in my bio. But I felt since I have many more tips to share with them, I can share this with you as well. So if you are struggling to make Afrobeat chords, there are three chord combinations that you need to know that you can combine endlessly and get different moods, different emotions, and different vibes from them. Okay. So the combination is called Fa Sol La. Okay. That's if you know the Do Re Mi Fa Sol La Ti Do, okay, because this can translate to any key in the major scale. So these notes can easily be combined to make really good chords and melodies, okay? So for example, if I to play this, then move here, then here. So we can use any of these, combine them together to get different vibes. And there's so much modifications you can do to make it even sound more interesting and create some variations as well. But let's look at the different emotions we can get from these chord selections. So I'll be using a grand piano. It doesn't matter what instrument you use. So I'll just open this, and the first chord we'll look at is the Fa chord. Okay, that is if you want to create maybe a chord progression that has a little bit of love. It gives you that inspiration for love and romance. Okay, you can use this progression. So let's create a quick progression starting from here. Okay, just make sure you start from here. Then when we play, this is how it sounds like. Then spread it all across. So the next emotion we're going to create from this chord combination is if you want something that sounds more emotional, okay? And for that, we'll start from A, okay? So let's do that. A, C, E. Then we'll come down. And then we'll come here. Then spread it all across. So the third we're going to look at is if you want something that sounds a little bit more chilled and not too groovy, okay? So we're going to use the G. That is the So, all right? So we're going to then come right here. It could be any of them really. It could be either A or you come down to F. Let's bring it down to F and see how it sounds. So let's compare the three and see the different emotions that they actually do give to this track. So I'm going to start again with the first one, which is for love, that love emotion feel. Hey there, if you're still struggling with making Afrobeats, I'm inviting you to my focus group. It's a 4 weeks transformative program where I'll move you from basic to badass. I'll be hosting live classes 2 times a week covering the core topics that you need to know to make really good sounding beats. And you can ask questions during the live lesson, and I'll also demonstrate the answers live for you to see and learn even better. And of course, I'll be giving you assignments after each live lesson, which I'll personally access. And the best part is that you get to be a part of a very helpful community that will push you to be a much better producer. And then you also get access to my exclusive learning resources, which are only made available to my premium learning students. After this transformative program, nothing about your beats will sound basic. So if you feel it's time to transform from basic to badass, hit the link in the description below or the link in my bio to sign up. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a mail or send me a DM on Instagram. We start on the 15th of July. See you on the other side. Cheers. And then the next one, it sounds a lot more emotional, okay? And then the third one sounds a lot more chilled. Now let's look how to actually add some spice to this chords, make it even more interesting. Okay, there's nothing wrong with having them in triads and how they sound currently, but sometimes you may want to add a little bit of variation to them to make it sound new and different, or maybe even more interesting. So using this first chord, we're going to create something called a suspended chord. Okay, suspended chord simply means you're going to move the second note in the triad either up or down. Okay, that's within the same scale, of course. So for example, if I take it down, this will be suspended 2, and if I take it here, this is suspended 4, because let me make it clear. So because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you can see this is 4, this is 2, this is 3. I remember the formula for creating chord is 1, 3, 5. So if you bring it down 2 or 4, that will be a suspended chord. So let's bring it down to 2 and see how it sounds. See that emotion added into the track already, right? So let's try something else for second chord right here that we have. That is for the more emotional sound. So I'm going to use major 6, all right? So major 7th is 1, 3, 5, 7. The major 6 is 1, 3, 5, 6. Okay, so this is 1, 3, 5. All right, and in the same scale, the next note that comes in the sixth, right, is this guy right here. So that's E, and in this guy right here, F, A, C, D, that is the sixth. If we were up here, F, A, C, E will be 7th. Okay, then F, A, C, G will be 9th. Okay, so let's make it 6th and see how it sounds. So the last but not the least, which is this chord progression, you can use both a sixth for the two chords. Okay, so this is 5, then this is a sixth, this is 5, then this is a sixth as well. Let's see how it sounds. So you can see these are simple things you can do to make your chord sound a lot more interesting. And when you combine the fa solar, the chords, right, you can hardly get it wrong. It's going to sound right 99% of the time, unlike other chords where some chords may not match together, may not flow well together, even though they're on the same scale. But fa solar typically is going to always work well whenever you try it and combine it in different variations. Now, this is not a rule or a set theory. It's just what I observed when producing and I felt to share with you. And it's something that I've tried over and over again when producing for other artists that I work with. So fa solar is a very easy progression to work with, whether you're a very skilled vocalist or you're a basic vocalist, or even if maybe as a music producer, I don't know much about music theory and chords, you can always try your hands on it until you get more confident to extend into playing to other chord combination. If you found this helpful, don't forget to follow me for more tips and tricks by hitting the subscribe button to get notified, and also hit the thumbs up so other people that need helpful videos like this can easily find it right here on YouTube. Cheers.